What up, y'all? It's your boy Big Bear checking in. Wanted to give my NBA playoff predictions for 2018. Y'all know what time it is. It's right before game time, and basically the injury to Steph Curry has shifted the game. It's given parity to the playoffs, some excitement, whereas we don't automatically know who's going to be the two opponents in the NBA Finals, meaning the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. Doesn't matter to me that Kawhi Leonard is hurt. He wasn't going to affect anything in regards to them beating Golden State. Kyrie Irving injury does not affect, in my opinion, their ability to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward, their full team, and seeing them play the whole year together, along with the emergence of Jason Tatum, that's a possibility that they probably would have had some competition for Cleveland Cavaliers, but a healthy Kyrie Irving with this team without Gordon Hayward, no. And I don't care that the Houston Rockets been having the year that they have. They wasn't going to beat Cleveland Cavaliers. What matters, they're not going to beat the Golden State Warriors. What matters is the injury to Steph Curry. That changes the game. If he's not right, everybody got a shot. So I'm just going to go through my predictions because I actually wrote a full article, but I figured I'd just give you guys a video, and I'm going to go round by round until I get to the NBA championship. The first round, Houston Rockets against Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm going with the Houston Rockets, even though I like Minnesota. I think if they gave the ball to Karl Anthony Towns down low more, they'll be a more potent team. But he doesn't go down low a whole lot. Well, he does, but half of the time he's at the three-point line, which I totally despise. I think they got a great team. They starting five is elite. Then they got Jamal Crawford coming off the bench. They got an elite team. It's a good possibility if they play correctly and do everything right. They may upset Houston Rockets, but I'm not going to put my money on it. I'm going with the Houston Rockets. The best player in that series is James Harden. So that's who I'm going with in the first round for that. Like I said, I'm clicking down on my laptop. I'm looking at the brackets and looking at my article at the same time. And I got the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Utah Jazz next. And this is a good test for OKC. I watched Utah a couple games this year, and they don't quit, man. They don't quit. They could be down 15 in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep on hooping, man. And it's going to be a good test. But I'm going with Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm just going with, I feel like Russell Westbrook will be the best player in the series. And I do think that starting the playoffs, that Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, Steven Adams, all those dudes, they're going to step up. So I'm going with them in that round. Then I'm going with the Portland Trail Blazers and the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, that's the next series that I'm talking about. Anthony Davis, he's going to dominate. They don't got nobody who can stick him, but I'm picking the Portland Trail Blazers. I think the domination of Anthony Davis is only going to account for 2 games maybe. So I'm picking the Portland Trail Blazers to win 4-2. Golden State against San Antonio Spurs. LaMarcus, man, that's the best player on the Spurs right now. And I think if they had Kawhi Leonard and the Golden State didn't have Steph Curry, they had a chance to beat them. But without without Kawhi and without Steph, I'm picking the Golden State Warriors. I mean, LaMarcus, they don't have to double team him. They can go with a combination of David West, JaVale McGee, Draymond Green, and stick him, head up. And after you kind of take him out the equation, the Spurs are kind of depleted. They smart, they tough, they clever, they well coached, but the Warriors got Kevin Durant. And that's it. He's going to be the best player in the series. So I'm dealing with the Western Conference first, and then I'm then going to go over to. So I'm going to go, well, let's go over to the Eastern Conference and do their first round first. And I got Toronto against Washington. I'm going with Toronto. I gave up all hope on Washington, man. All hope after last year. I've been a fan of theirs for the past few years, man, but they never show up. John Wall reminds me of James Harden. They good regular season players, but I don't have any confidence in them, man. I'm going with Toronto to win that series. DeRozan is a beast. He has got better. He's improved. I'm not a big fan of Kyle Lowry, but I think they don't have nobody that can stick DeRozan. I'm going with them. The next series, Cleveland and Indiana. I'm going with Cleveland. That's it. I don't think Indiana has enough firepower to beat the Cavs in the first round. That'll be a major upset. And, of course, the best player in that series is LeBron. Philadelphia and Miami. I'm going with the 76ers. It's reports that Embiid may not be playing in the first round, or if he do come back, he may come back in the middle of the series. And I don't know. I'm going with the 76ers. I haven't watched much of the Miami Heat, but I have watched the 76ers, and they official, Joe. They official. The best player in the series is Ben Simmons. Even without Embiid, the way Ben Simmons play, he gets everyone involved. He scores. He's basically unstoppable. He's a mini LeBron out there. Boston and Milwaukee. I'm going with Boston, man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I didn't pick the Greek Freak in my best players list. I think he's a little bit overrated. And I'm going to say that I don't think he's overrated in the sense that he's not a great player. I just think that people look at his skill set and they kind of grade him on the potential of all the things that he is able to do as opposed to the things that he do. And I know his stats speak for itself. He has great stats, and I know he's a good player, a great player, and eventually he's going to be one of the best in the league. And, you know, I know he's one of the official top players now, but I'm just saying I don't think that he's at that status where he makes his team that much better, you know. I don't think that he does that right now. And I've never been a really big fan of Jabari Parker. Didn't really like him coming out the draft. So, you know, it is what it is. And Boston, I think they're just going to take that chip on the shoulder without having so many injuries, and they're going to hoop. I think that may go 6 to 7 games. It's going to be a tough series, but I think the Brown kid, I forgot his name, I think is it Jaylen Brown? Jaylen Brown, I think he's going to hoop. The Morris twin, I think he's going to hoop. I think they just play together as a team. I think they have found a way. And I don't know if Marcus Smart is coming back, but if he does, that's going to be a huge addition to them. So we're going with the first round on that. So let me scroll back up and go to the Western Conference second round. So the second round, I got Houston and Oklahoma City Thunder. And I'm rolling with OKC, man. Yeah. I'm rolling with OKC, Joe. I'm rolling with OKC. Don't have no faith in Houston, man. I think they've been hyped up all year. I think they've been hooping. But I'm rolling. I've always been a big fan of Carmelo, man. Always been a big fan of Carmelo. In my opinion, he's the best natural scorer behind KD in the league. That may not be the case now, but I always thought that behind KD, he's the most unstoppable force on the offensive end. And I think he's going to show up if they give him the ball more. Paul George just got G. Whenever he, you know, even if he's in a slump, he's a defensive-minded guy. He can stick James Harden. And I'm rolling with OKC. And I ain't got to tell y'all about Russell. He's going to be the best player. I think he's just going to step up. Golden State and Portland is the next round. I mean, the next bracket I got. And I'm rolling with Golden State. I think maybe this, I'm not a doctor, so I can't predict, but based on the reports, I think by now Steph should be back. I think he'll be getting into the groove. I think Portland, um, Dame Dollars, man, is underrated. You know, he a dog. He's gonna do his thing. But once again, man, they got KD, man. You know, if Golden State hoops at a team, and even, you know, the difference between that is that if Golden State and whoever their opponent is, even if without Steph they're not able to blow people out and it becomes a tight game, having KD at the end means a whole lot, man. Because he's KD, man. He's the second best player in the league. And let's go with the second round of the Eastern Conference. Got Toronto and Cleveland. I'm rolling with Cleveland, man. I know everybody's picking Toronto, but they're not going to beat Cleveland, man. They scared of LeBron. LeBron's going to step up. He's going to be the best player in the series, and I'm rolling with them. Boston and Philadelphia. I'm rolling with the 76ers. Embiid is going to come back. He got to wear one of them masks, so he's expected to be back sometime in the first series. I think in the first round. I think they're going to play it by ear. I think if it gets a little bit difficult when they find themselves that they might be in danger of losing in the first round, they're going to bring him back. If not, they're going to take his time. But by the second round, he's going to be back, and he's going to be the best player of the series. I mean, Ben Simmons is what it is, but Embiid is a dog, man. He got moves and everything. So we're going to go to the conference finals in the West. We're going to go with Golden State and Oklahoma City. By this time, I expect Steph to be back. If Golden State gets to the conference finals, ain't no way he's going to, even if they got to, fucking restrict his minutes or however they're going to do it, give him some type of fucking drugs, he's going to be back. But I'm rolling with OKC, man. I'm rolling with OKC. That's my pick, man. I'm rolling with them, man. I just think that I forgot what sports reporter has said it. I don't know what I was watching, but he said they built for the playoffs. And I think they is. I think Steph being back is going to affect, but I don't think him not being 100% and is going to. I think they need to be full strength. I think Oklahoma City, they this is what they want. This is what Carmelo came there for. This is what Paul George came there for. They came there to try to beat Golden State. That's all to it. So I'm rolling with OKC, man. Yeah, I got OKC. Then I'm rolling with, let me see, in the East we got Philly and Cleveland. Philly then snuck their way to the conference final based on their seeding. So, they had to play, who they played the first round? Was that the first round? Yeah, they played Miami the first round. They played Miami the first round, rather. And then I got them playing Boston the second. But even if they don't play Boston, they'll play Milwaukee. But I'm picking Boston. They got a relatively, if Embiid's back, Ben Simmons, they don't really got a tough path. The East is not that strong, and I got them going against Cleveland. And the thing I would say about the 76ers, they not scared, man. Them young gunners, they not scared. They not scared of LeBron. I had watched the game when they played OKC earlier this year. I think it went to like triple overtime or something like that. And they was just talking smack to Russell. And Embiid was talking to Melo. And Melo was like, nah, man, I'm not the dude. But they not scared, man. They know. I think Ben Simmons is looking at it. I look at it like he is similar to Kobe and Mike, whereas Kobe has the respect for Mike when he came in. But in his mind, I think he was always like, I'm going to be better than Mike. And I think that's what Ben Simmons look at LeBron as. I think he look at him like, look, you know, I idolize him. He's the best player. And he look at his accomplishment, and I think that's more or less motivation. I don't think it discouraged him, but I think that in the end, I think that he thinks that he can do a lot of the things similar to LeBron and have a lot of accolades. And I think with the team he got and some more pieces that they're going to do it. But he's not going to do it this year. He's not going to. No, I ain't going. He's not going to be LeBron. So I'm going with OKC and Cleveland in the finals. I'm rolling with the big dog, man. I'm rolling with the king. I know y'all shaking y'all head that, man, he's a LeBron. But I just think the injury to Steph Curry kind of affects and shakes things in the Western Conference to the point that if he was full strength, by all means, they're going to have the road there. But I think OKC, man, I think that they're going to step up. You know, I think they're going to do their thing, man, and do what they have to do. So those are my predictions, man. You know, I wanted to give you guys the video, lay it down, do what I got to do. I want you guys to enjoy it. You know, I probably text this link to some of you guys, and I'm going to post it at blacktruth.net. But that's what it is, man. The NBA playoffs 2018, man. Let's roll. Y'all know what time it is. Hooping season. I'm out. Oh, by the way, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click the bell down there, man. We got a lot of exciting things going on. Also, like us on Facebook at Black Truth News. Follow us at Instagram and Twitter, Black Truth News also. And thanks for checking it out, y'all. I'm out. 2 fingers are for victory. Yup.